Hi guys. Um, so this is the third video that I've made of one of these, and I just make a Gundam, and that's all I do. And I talk about my life, and I haven't made one for a few weeks. However, I privated the last one. I privated the last two because I name dropped someone. I felt like I needed to make another. I name dropped someone, and it was my girlfriend I got at the time, and we broke up yesterday. So, I don't think it's like I realized maybe I shouldn't have her name on my YouTube channel if I just don't think that's the best thing. And I've just been like in my feelings a lot, in my head. And I thought I just wanted to talk, not specifically, not just about that, but just talk about life and things, how I feel about things. I still have a list of all the other things I want to talk about. Every video I ask my friends, hey, what should I talk about this video? So I talk about it. I don't know exactly where I talked about it, actually. It does suck though, but my friends were talking to me about how I should spend this time to work on myself. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be working on myself I think I'm going to take a break from, the romance life and just spend time on myself making Gundam. So this is the one I'm making today. I don't have any food, sadly. The RX-93V2 High New Gundam. I finished the Sazabi, by the way. I might go get that to show you guys. Sorry, my bed's a little bit. So this is it. Very big compared to any other Gundam I've ever made. Big ass shield. Fingers are posable and everything. Here's the size of like the normal one. This is a 1/144 scale. This is supposed to be a 1/100. It's definitely not, man. Definitely not. Look at that. Look how cool this thing looks. It has these big jetpack things, big jet booster things on the back. Yeah. So I'm making the other one. Oh shoot. I actually don't have. Oh no, I do have it. So the first thing my friends told me to talk about, I hope everyone can find this interesting because to me, I don't think everyone wants to hear about this. They wanted to get a room tour. So they said I have a very interesting room and we'll go around for like 10 seconds. So here's this wall, all my Hot Wheels, lots of Hot Wheels, MF Doom mask, SpongeBob painting. I got this in Italy. Here's some of my art. My art up there. This is a cool artist named Pitchkanker. Shout out to him because he has some really cool art. That's his art. This one's mine, this one's mine, this one's mine. The ones that aren't all red and black. Some other art. Jamiroquai. I think I showed all this stuff before. I'm also saving up for a PC setup. Very messy right now because I'm going to be making this Gundam. But here's my keyboard, monitor I got, headphones and microphone, all the cool stuff. Alexa on the corner. That's some of the parts that I have. Cool gaming chair. Got some Funkos, Arizona cans, all of Tokyo Ghoul, Dio, Funko Pop hanging from the ceiling, a couple hats, Rubik's Cubes. Sorry, guitar. All of Berserk. All of it. Deluxe volumes 1 to 14 with a One Punch Man figure, Genos, One Piece. I like anime. A Tony Hawk signed Goku deck. More One Piece. All my Gundams. A full-sized Berserk sword, too. 7 feet tall. Me and my dad made this. When I say me and my dad, I mean mostly my dad. It's for an English project. Shout out to Dad. Kaido figure. I only got 123 episodes into One Piece. That is that's like 600 more episodes until this character comes up. So I don't know why I got that figure. It was like 150. Couple cars. Helmets, masks, more manga. All the good stuff. Airsoft guns. I'm sorry, this shouldn't last that long. So this is my first airsoft gun I got a few months back. It's like a Craig tactical arm. And this shotgun, which is really, really cool. It's got it's cool. And a Ferrari. I got this in Italy because Ferrari. I hope Ferrari's Italian. I went to Europe like a year ago, and I tried to get a car model from every single country that I went to, and that's the only one I got. So, yeah. So I'll start making this Gundam. I don't really know how much I should talk about how I broke up. She watched the first 2 videos too, so maybe she'll watch this one. It's sad, but doing what I love most will make me feel better, make me feel cool. Shout out to Quago09 for Rahul and Ian and Stefan and Isaac to being here for me in this moment, because they feel for me. American Psycho was another thing they wanted me to talk about. American Psycho, what can I say? I like the movie. I don't think it's overrated. I think it's a perfect movie. If you haven't watched it, you probably should, unless you're young. That movie is definitely a mature movie. I'd say top, I don't know, very mature. Don't watch it unless you're old. I didn't eat anything recently cool either. I tried recording the 3rd episode a little bit ago, and well, I was gonna name it newest best Little Caesars pizza that just came out, and the joke was that it was a Little Caesars that I just ordered, because it's the newest pizza and it was made like 2 minutes ago. Get it? Because people who click on the video are going to be like, Little Caesars newest pizza, he's reviewing their newest pizza. I didn't know they had a newest pizza. It was actually just a pizza that I got 2 minutes ago. However, I started recording that, didn't have enough to talk about, and wasn't in the mood for it. So it says to get this piece right here, F45, and I'm like going all the way down to the bottom. Why don't they just put like F at the very top? I mean, why would you put F at the very bottom? You know, make it go in order. If that's the first piece. Okay. Holy goodness, this is a really big thing. Some people say American Psycho is overrated. I personally don't think it is. I don't know. That's really all I have to say. I don't want to spoil too much, but you know. Push Stefan. So I have this friend. I I don't really know if he like wants this to be open. So I won't say his name. But I have this friend. He has like a hip thing, so he can fall over really easily. Because he isn't the most balanced on his feet because he was born with this hip thing. And a few years ago, like maybe 8th grade, I pushed him. He was at the water fountain, and I pushed him because I was like, I'm gonna go into this water fountain. It'll be really funny. And he fell on the floor, and he wears glasses, and he fell on the floor, and he was sprawled out amongst the floor. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. And his glasses fell off. They flew like 10 feet away. And there were so many people around us. And they just saw me push over this man who can barely, like, you could tap him and sometimes he can fall over. You never know. And they just saw me push this man. And he falls over and he starts crawling to his glasses. And he's like moaning while doing it. And I felt bad about it. I'm still friends with him. And I felt bad about it for like 3 years, dude. And I was like, dude, that one time I pushed over that guy. And I felt so bad about it. And recently, like a month ago, he let me know that he did that on purpose. He was on the floor for, I swear, I tried bringing him back up, and he was just laying on the floor. He couldn't get up. And I was like, oh my God, like, I feel so bad. Like, dude, he's on the floor for like a minute trying to crawl over to his glasses. He's like, ah. And I'm like, oh, what have I done? And he let me know that he did that on purpose to make me feel bad. And I had never just like looked at someone like, what? Do you know how guilty I felt about that for like 3 years? I genuinely was like, dude, I can't believe what I've done. And I felt so bad about it for 3 years. And then he just let me know I did that on purpose. I could have gotten up. He could have gotten up. He just thought it would be really funny if he didn't. And I can't believe him for that. I thought I was a terrible person for like 3 years. It's like, dude, I don't know why I did that. I think that's a funny story. But it's all good now. He was on the floor for like minutes though, just moaning, just like, and I was like, what have I done? Dust pile. Okay, so I told my friends this because every time I ask them for like, what should I do? What should I talk about in the video? They're like, let's talk about us, talk about this funny thing that happened between us. And I'm like, yes, I think I like that, but I don't know if all the viewers, the first video got like 130 views. And I don't know if like strangers on the internet want to hear me, talking about that. Maybe they do, but I don't know. But then they're like, but what's most important? We are your most favored viewers. We're your biggest fans, Owen. Talk about the stories you've had with us. And I was like, you know what? Real. I can talk about that. So now I have another story about Ian. I think I can name him on this one because it's funny. So Ian works at a farm. His room isn't like this anymore. It's about his room. And his room isn't like this anymore, but it was for a good while. And I thought it was so funny. He works at a farm, and dang it, I was supposed to do that twice. And if you work on a farm, your shoes are bound to get some dust in them, right? So he gets some dust, and his room has had practically nothing in it at all. This is how his room consisted. It was about half the size of, it was like the size of a kind of big closet. Like it's so small. It's so small. And he chooses for his room to be like this. Like it's not because he couldn't, I don't know if this is like kind of bad for me to say, but like his room, all of that was in his room. He has like $1,000 gaming setup in his living room. He puts it in his living room, but he can afford things, okay, and he has lots of nice things, but they're all in his living room. I don't know why. I've never asked him like why he doesn't bring his PC setup to his room, but you know, I don't know. Oh shoot, this piece is gonna fall off. And in his room, he had a mattress on the floor. And that's it. It's just a mattress on the floor. I'm pretty sure he didn't even have a pillow on his mattress. It was a mattress and just a blanket. That was it. And it was the size of a small closet. And I was like, dude, you have so many nice things. Why don't you move some of them in here? Like he has nice like anime figures on his in his desk. Why don't you move some of that stuff into your room? But you know, that's what he just chose it to be. So it's just gray walls, and all that was in his room is just a dust pile, just like because every single day he would get home from work, he would just have this little, he'd be like, I gotta empty out my shoes. So he would empty out his shoes into the corner of his room. So this is all that you'd walk into his room, a mattress on the floor with a blanket, no pillow. And then you look in the corner of the room and there's just a small little dust pile. And it was like that, I swear, for like multiple years. Every time I went to his house, I was like, this is the funniest thing in the world. I wish my room was like this. To hell with all these things in my room. I wish my room was just a mattress on the floor and a dust pile in the corner. I think that is so gosh darn funny. I'm glad he chose to live that way for a while. Although he has like posters in his room now, and his mom vacuumed up the dust pile. It was such an iconic dust pile, dude. Because why? Because it's cool. Okay, next subject, edging. I don't know what to talk about with edging. Edging. Real. That's, you know what I mean? Dude, that's so real. Other thing, how much I hate Wendy's and Carl's Jr. I hate Wendy's and Carl's Jr. I'm a big fan of McDonald's, but I can't eat I can't eat Wendy's and Carl's Jr. specifically for their fries. I love McDonald's fries. But my mind blanks out and thinks about other things. Also, I have like LEDs. I have the screen. It's propped up on. I need to wear these glasses from blue light. I don't know if these lights have blue light, but I have the biggest headaches now because I've been looking at screens for way too long. My phone probably has blue lights in them, but dude, I gotta wear these glasses, man. Anyways, Wendy's and Carl's Jr. fries are not good, dude. Every time not Carl's Jr. No, In-N-Out. In-N-Out, Wendy's, and Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. fries are radioactive green. They are like green. Have you ever been to In-N-Out and you look at their fries? They are green. They are green, dude. I don't know how people eat them. And then I tell people that, and they're like, dude, In-N-Out fries are the best fries I've ever had. I don't know how they are so green. They look like they were taken out of a toxic waste bin. I don't know, man. It is not good. It's not good. And it tastes like that, too. It doesn't just look like it. It tastes like it. The only thing I'll ever take from In-N-Out is a strawberry smoothie. Or banana, if they have banana. I love banana. And Wendy's, their fries are not good either, dude. They're just like, I'm disgusted. There's like 3 things in this world that disgust me. These fries, Carl's, Wendy's, and In-N-Out fries. I can't stand them. I almost gag thinking about it. Carl's Jr. I just hate. Everything I eat there, it just feels like the fattest thing ever. I take a bite into it, and it's just like pure, it's just fat. There's no meat. Everything I look at, even if they're eggs, bacon, pancake, I don't know, whatever I'm looking at from Carl's Jr., I look at it and it just it looks like the definition of unhealthy food. And I know that's weird coming from a McDonald's fan, but I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, McDonald's just is so much, I don't want to say it, but McDonald's is just, it feels so much fresher to me. That's coming from someone who hates In-N-Out. But that's my opinion. I hate those 3 restaurants so much. I'm not even making this Gundam. I'm not in the mood to make a Gundam right now. I'm putting these back in the box. But I'll talk anyways. I need to express my feelings right now. If any of you guys are dealing with a breakup, it gets better. I'm currently not feeling better, but I want everyone to know who's watching this. It does. And I know it gets better. That's why I'm not giving up. Sucks though, dude. I wish I could get into details, but I don't think it would be respectful enough. It would be dumb to get into details. Maybe in a few years, but not the day after I break up with someone. To put it simply, it's emotional for me. I really liked that person. But oh shoot, I actually needed that list. Korea was the other thing on that list. North Korea. I've heard a little bit about their leader. I'm not a big fan of this leader. He doesn't seem to respect human rights a lot. And to be frank, call me crazy, but I'm a big believer in human rights. I would say they're the top 3 most important things when it comes to rights, living, all the things. But I can't do anything about it. If someone has a really good idea to assassinate him, I'm all ears. Maybe. Like if you have a good plan. In my opinion, he doesn't seem like a dude who should be in office. But you didn't hear that from me. Why is the box all the way over here? The things that bring you through hard times are the hobbies. These are my Gundam clippers. The hobbies that you have. As I talked about in a previous episode that isn't watchable anymore. Hobbies, I believe, are the most important thing ever. And those are my Kirby pajamas. Hobbies are important. If you don't have them, there's a good chance you're not happy. Get them. I think, I already talked about, well, you can't see it anymore. Maybe I'll public that video in the future. Who knows? You can look at my Kirby pants. It's not comfortable. Another thing was DJ Khaled. Now, I have big problems with DJ Khaled. Kind of. I'm not sure. I used to be a firm hater in DJ Khaled. But as you get older and become and learn more, you realize, why should I let things get to me? Especially something that isn't part of my life at all. I mean, why should you be mad about what a celebrity does? I mean, it's just, especially if he's not hurting anyone. DJ Khaled, I think I hated him though because I don't have respect for, or I think he's not an artist, and I think he's not respectable as an artist because he doesn't understand it. Hello. I'm recording a video for Riley Hayden again.
Are these all dirty?
Yes. Oh, thank you. Wait, I probably won't see you guys for the rest of the night, so good night.
Okay, don't forget to work on your thing.
Yes, yeah, I'm gonna put them.
Okay, no, love you.
Hey, love you. That's my dad. Though you can, okay, his thing with Tyler, the Creator, DJ Khaled, you can dislike or like Tyler, the Creator. I understand both because he's got some, unique music. But whether or not you dislike or like him, I think the things DJ Khaled said about Tyler, the Creator, he called music weird. And I was like, weird? And he said, you go to the supermarket, what do you hear? You hear my music, or, you hear popular music. None of this weird stuff. And I thought that was the dumbest thing an artist can possibly say. He said, basically, he's saying, oh, you have weird music. I lost getting the Grammy to you. You shouldn't deserve this Grammy because you make weird music. And when it comes to art, another word for weird, I believe, is unique. It's new. And you shouldn't, it was such a silly argument. Because, I thought you shouldn't. I hate when music that is different and unique is higher rated than mine and gets an award compared to my music because my music is mainstream, which means my music is better. No, that's not how it works. Just because your stuff is mainstream, I don't think stuff is worse because it's mainstream. I have friends who, when they watch things that are mainstream, they can watch Attack on Titan and they say, that's a bad anime. Oh, you watch Attack on Titan? Mainstream? You watch mainstream stuff? No, I think that's silly. But it's also silly hating things that aren't mainstream because they're weird. I don't know what I'm on about right now, but he also, like, have you seen those videos with him and his wife? He's like, hey, honey. I can't tell if he's ironic or not. I really let him get to me like a year ago. I always was infuriated by DJ Khaled because I let everything he said and did get to me, but I don't know if it's a joke or not. He might be doing it ironically, in which case he really got me there. If he's doing it as a joke, if all the little annoying things he does, just look at the videos of him online. I can't tell, man. I'm not talking about like, call it a lobster, not those videos. Call it a chandelier, not those. I think those are kind of funny. I don't know what he's getting at, but like, I don't know. There's this crazy stuff. There's like a video of him and Drake online, and he's like screaming at his phone, and everyone in the room who are like all these famous artists, Drake is in the background. He's in the back of the room just sitting on his phone. He's like, dude, chill out. Like, everyone in the room seems so annoyed of him. And it's like, do you think other celebrities in this circle all hate DJ Khaled? Because no one seems to be taking him seriously, even the people that he is associated with. So But maybe I'm thinking, why should I care about a celebrity anyways? Why should I care about these things? It doesn't affect me. Why am I getting mad about things that just don't matter, you know? Maybe I'm jealous. I'm jealous that a man, I think he's not a real artist, that he's famous and I'm not. Put these all into consideration, you know? That's just how it works. Fortnite. My friends gave me such bad topics to talk about. What? Fortnite. That's my
Wired
speaker.
mode.
Hopefully you aren't going to hear any more from that speaker. I turned on my PC, Ian's PC. Thank you for letting me borrow your PC. I turned it on because I need more topics to talk about. Fortnite is not a topic, Riley, or whoever. I'm assuming that's Stefan. Stefan, Fortnite is not a topic I can talk about. I don't even play Fortnite. What do you expect me to do? Although DJ Khaled was a good one. Thank you. Thank you, Stefan. Damn it, I'm really losing ideas here, and I don't want to lose my audience. I have a great audience here. First episode got 130 views. Second episode got like 15. It's only gonna go fame skyrocketing. I'm really the fame man. That's what they call me, the famous man. I wish I could. I'm not gonna edit this video. I when I take like 10 seconds to stop talking about something. I don't want to watch this 32-minute video that's 32 minutes and 30 seconds long. I'm not gonna watch this and edit it. You're just gonna have to listen to me talk about things and just forget about things. Rolexes, that's a great, interesting thing. Rolexes, honestly, things like that, materialistic things. I wish I wasn't a materialist. I definitely am. Look at my room. Look at those Berserk books. I don't need those. Each one of those is worth $50. What's 50 times 14? I can't do that in my head. That's not $70. What did I just do? That's $700 worth of Berserk books right there. And I don't need it. I buy $20,000 for a watch that I'm not going to use. I have a phone. That's the argument everyone makes. But man, you can't see my eyes because the glasses. Just, I think minimalists really, maybe they think they're better than other people because they just think they're better. But you have to give it to them. They're spending some things wisely. I don't need any of this stuff. I don't need this poster with a really cool car that I really want, and I might spend a lot of money that's unnecessary to get that car if I had the money to. AE86 Chueno. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but some people will look at this car and they say it's stupid. This is a stupid. Look how ugly this car is, Owen. This car has a history. Maybe there is a reason to be a materialist sometimes. The history of something is important. I had one person one time. What'd they say? I'm sorry. It's a little bit harder to talk right now. I watched Godzilla -1 recently, and it was a good movie. It was a great movie. It was the best Godzilla movie I've ever seen. I really liked it. I cried twice watching that movie. And it's probably because I'm feeling emotional due to recent events since like 10 p.m. last night. And it was a good movie. Maybe I cried because of the movie entirely. Maybe I was pushed to cry. I cried last night. I cried like 6 times over the course of the night. I woke up at like 2 a.m., cried a little bit, 3 a.m., cried a little bit, 4. You get the idea. And I cried at the Godzilla movie. Was it because the movie was so emotional? Maybe not. Nobody will know. I'll watch it again soon, and I'll tell you guys if it really was that sad of a movie. It was a pretty good movie though. I have a friend who said it was bad. He said he didn't like it. He said it was low budget. I don't know if you know what low budget is. Okay. You were the same guy who said that Dune, you cannot like Dune, okay? I thought Dune was a great movie, but he said Dune had a terrible CGI. And if you watched Dune, you probably know how good the CGI was in that movie. He said it was the worst acting, the worst CGI, the worst story. He everything, he gave a 0. And I was like, dude, it is not that bad of a movie. You can like or dislike that movie. It's a pretty slow movie, okay? It's a Denis Villeneuve movie. But you can't tell me that movie had bad CGI. That was a great CGI in this movie, okay? I don't know what he's on about. There's a lot of voice cracks going on right now. I'm very sorry for that. I don't know what he's on about. What movie was I talking about? Yeah, Godzilla. Good movie. I want there to be a sequel, honestly, to it. That was so cool. I'm excited for Dune 2 also. I think he's supposed to make 3 Dune movies. I am so excited, dude. I'm going to talk a little bit more about myself because the reason I'm talking right now is because I'm feeling not at my highest. And I'm going to talk about why I believe in some specific things. I'm looking at this little dinosaur in the corner. There's a little dinosaur right there. He's bloody. And I put him up there a while ago. But I haven't I'm sorry for this silence, guys. I can't think. I have a pretty fuzzy brain. I made a cool story. I forgot what I was gonna talk about myself, but I made a cool story. And it was 4 pages long, and I wanted to turn it into a longer story. It was about someone who gets sent to a room, and I think it's a great idea. It's good for like a short manga, a short comic book series. Maybe only 1 volume. But it was about a guy who gets sent to a room, and he's sent there for eternity, forever and ever. This means forever. My friend Riley said forever has different meanings. What do you mean by forever? No, forever does not have multiple meanings. Forever means forever. I don't know what he means by that. When I say you will be sent to this room forever, for the rest of eternity, that doesn't mean until you die. Eternity means 1 billion years and beyond, 100 billion years, and it keeps going, okay? And he will never die in this room. And he gets the choice to summon one thing anything he wants. It can be like a video game, you know, one video game that he can play. Obviously that would account for like a keyboard or a controller, you know. Or a human. He can summon a human. And I didn't really get to the part where he summoned something, but I think it's an important thing to think about, because it's something, the eternity is something I think about all the time. Living forever is such a big word. That's so, I don't think people realize how crazy that is. It's crazy that there's people who want to live forever. Okay, I'm gonna get a haircut, y'all. I'm not grooving with this hair. I made a would you rather a few months ago, and I asked it to my really cool English teacher from last year. Specifically last year, for the one person who knows why I specify that, because he's the greatest English teacher ever, and for other reasons. I gave him the would you rather. Would you rather live forever or have to live through every single life, every experience, and live every single life from the beginning of humanity to the end? And I've had some people tell me that they would rather live forever. And I don't think they know. Listen, if you have to experience every single life from the beginning to the end for humanity, that is a lot of lives, okay? And that's like torture. You will get tortured countless times. You will die every single death that every single person has ever experienced. You will kill. You will be the person who got killed by someone, and you will be the person. You aren't, someone like was really weirded out by this question. They're like, so do you make the decisions to do it? Do you remember? I'm not really into the specifics. All it is, you're just going to experience, see, and feel the emotions and physical pain from every single life, and you will have it all happen to you. So you will be Ted Bundy. You'll be Jack the Ripper. You will be Kim Jong-un. You will be Donald Trump, and you will be every other person in between. You will be me, my friend, my mom, my dad, and you're gonna die all the ways they've ever died. You get the point. And that's a terrible, that's so much pain. Can you imagine how much pain, like, imagine the person who's gone through the most pain you've ever heard. And then imagine you're going to do that to the rest of everyone too. And you're going to feel it and experience it. That's terrible. That will take so long, and you get to remember all of them too. So that will be so much torture. But, or you can live forever. Forever is worse. You don't want to live forever. You want to do the first option. You want to, however painful that is, living forever is such a like big thing, because listen, people get bored of living after living for 80 years. Okay, there's old grandmas, and maybe that's because they can't move that much anymore, but I doubt if they, if you had the same bodily body, and they still could move and stuff, people would still get bored of living after 100 years. I have friends who have lived for 15 years, and they say they get bored. They get bored of life. First of all, get more hobbies. It's easier than it seems. That's not the point, okay? It will, okay, and after 200 years, you will get way bored. You're gonna be like, dude, I don't have a lot to do anymore. 300 years, dude, I'm so bored. And then you go 1,000 years, 1,000,000 years, and then 1,000,000,000 years. That's so, I watched a few anime where there's characters who are like 32 million years old. And I'm like, dude, there's no reason that they should be a leader of this, There's one anime I watched, I forgot which one, but like there was a leader of Earth and he'd been alive for like 32 million years. And I'm like, dude, if you were alive for 32 million years, there's no reason for you to even want to be the leader of Earth. You've experienced and seen everything that's happened around you. Why would you care anymore to be the leader, to achieve anything at that point? And eventually the Earth will blow up. Not blow up. The sun, the Earth will end, and all human life will end. Eventually you will be all alone in space. Pretend you can't physically change. You're going to be all alone in space with nothing, and you're going to do that forever and ever and ever. That is so much more torture than it would be to live every human life. That you couldn't, unless you, that's so painful, unless you are like Cars from JoJo and you just eventually stop thinking. Maybe. But let's say that didn't happen. That was, eventually, I think in real life, you would eventually just go insano and just stop thinking. You're just like, dude, you never think again because you were so done with it. But imagine that in a room. Imagine that in this room I'm in right now. All the walls are white, blank, and nothing else. I can summon one thing. And if I don't want to be lonely, would I summon a person? Well, then that makes me like the worst person ever. Imagine I'm like, oh, dude, I'm so lonely. I guess the one thing I'll summon is a nice hot woman, and I have her with me. It's kind of like that one Chris Pratt movie. I forgot, but he's in space, and he gets taken out of this little chamber with a bunch of people, all in this spaceship. And these chambers have a bunch of people asleep, so he's the only person awake. And it's still like thousands of years until the spaceship reaches its destination. So he's going to be all alone for the rest of his life. He can't get inside of this chamber ever again. So he takes a lady out of this chamber, and she's like, dude, it sucks that we're the only two people here, but hey, we're the only two people here. What are we going to do about it? And then she figures out that he is the reason why she was taken out of the chamber, because he took her out. What? I'm going to spend you are the reason that I'm going to spend the rest of my life alone in this singular place? That sucks. That sucks, dude. And imagine that in an empty room all by itself. Eventually, I think after billions of years, you would eventually tell this girl or whoever you summoned, this person, that you summoned them. You are the reason they are here. And they're going to hate you so much for it. But now that I'm thinking about it, you're still going to have to spend the rest of eternity with them. Eventually, they'll have to forgive you. Maybe not forgive, but what are they going to do about it? You're just in a room, dude. There's nothing to do. I didn't really think about that. Because, maybe she'll hate you for a while. Or they, whatever person you brought in there. They'll be like, dude, I'm going to be tortured in this little chamber forever with you. This little room. But, after enough time, you're going to, you got to move past it. There's nothing else to do. I don't really feel better after expressing them. I didn't really express a lot of emotions. I don't know. I talked to a lot of my friends about it. Some of my friends are like, you shouldn't be dating at this age. And I think it is important to date as a high schooler. I think it's like almost necessary to date while you're in high school. That's where it is best to learn, even if it comes with its cons. There's a lot of problems that teenagers go through. There's a lot of things that suck about being a teenager. But I think it's better to start dating when you're in high school. because instead of an adult, because that's where you meet people, that's where you learn about people, that's where you're going to learn about love. My first relationship, it ended a few months ago, like a while ago. And it lasted a year and 7 months. And, you know, good things came out of it, bad things came out of it. I experienced every emotion I could possibly imagine. And, you know, in the end, it's always worth it. This new person I started dating, that 2 different people. We, you know, it's probably for the best that I did date them, because now I learned, I've learned more about things. And I think it's important. I don't think that's something you should start learning when you're an adult. So if you can, try dating when you're in high school, because, you know, you might think, like, I know a few people who are like, I'm not going to start dating until after I graduate. It's going to be a lot harder to find people. It's better to figure out overall. All the adults I know, every person I know over the age of like 20 says that you should probably start dating or learning about people, you know, before that. Even if it does suck sometimes. I'm gonna be sad about this for, like, you know, like, I don't know, a month. I'm not gonna date anyone for a while though. As I said, I'm gonna spend more time on myself. But man, you know, if you've ever experienced snuggling with someone, or if you've ever had your first kiss, you know how cool that is, how much fun that is, and then, like, once you don't do it forever, if you break up with them and you don't do it for a while, you're like, man, I miss that. I really miss that. And I'm gonna miss that. It'll be a long time before I feel cooler about it. But, you know, what's the word for someone you get with immediately after you break up with someone else? You know, you fall back onto them and you kind of use them. I don't want to do that. That's not good. Don't do that. I don't want to do that. But what I am saying is, man, kissing people is so cool. It's so cool. And it feels so amazing. If you haven't had your first kiss yet, you know, I recommend it when you want to. Don't just go out and do it. Do it with someone that's important. But then you'll come to a time where you don't kiss anyone for a while. That will be not as fun. And you'll miss being in love. But that's what you got to do. It's all worth it in the end. That's why you never give up. What am I rambling on about? People call me the professional yapper. But yeah, I don't know if anything on this episode was worth saying. Hopefully my friends will like it. I feel like this is my worst episode so far. And the other 2 are not on YouTube anymore. I privated them. Sorry, guys. I name dropped people I shouldn't have name dropped. I'm only going to name drop Ian, Riley, Hayden, and Stefan, and Isaac. I did that. My bros. If anyone else is comfortable with being name dropped, I'll name drop you too if I ever have something interesting to say about you. And if I'll probably end it soon. If you guys ever if anyone watching has any things they want me to talk about, any suggestions, anything they think is better for the video. If you didn't like the video, sure, say it in the comments. If you found it boring, say it in the comments. If you think I should stop, if you think I should continue making these videos, tell me in the comments. I want to know what the people want. if what's a cool Dorito guitar pick? It's cool as hell. I love it. Do I look like I'm trying to seduce? Like I'm trying to like riz the camera up? Do I look too here, I'll sit like this again. I shouldn't be rizzing my camera up. Maybe it was making people uncomfortable. If that made you uncomfortable, tell me in the comments, okay? If you have any subjects you want me to talk about, because I am all out of ideas. Let's go to the next page. See if there's anything there. It's a song I wrote, actually. It's pretty cool. I've been getting into guitar a lot recently. There's my guitar right over there. I'm not going to play guitar for you guys, but I am going to go to bed. So maybe I'll make another one soon. Thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions, tell me in the comments. Goodbye, everyone.